Welcome, everybody. We're just under 3 minutes out. Grab your cards if you want to ask some questions, and stick around. We're going to have some fun. Oh, hi, Dark. What's up, gang? For those of you that are here already, welcome. Still waiting on a couple people to come in, I think. Dark, so happy you're here. Oh, who else is here? Michael, is that you? What's up, everybody? So, surprise guest today, because motherfucker drove 2,000 miles just because he was bored. It's one of the reasons that I love him. Everybody, please welcome stuntman, actor, all-around goofy craftsman. I love him so dearly, Charlie Boyington.
Oh, what's up, guys? How you doing?
What's up, dude?
Yeah, I'm on my bucket tour. So, yeah, just got up and woke up and said, "Let's go."
Check 1 2.
Check, check.
Oh no! What happened? Why am I getting an echo? Why am I getting an echo? Check 1 2. Echo Chachi Niner. Oh, it's not echoing. Never mind. Sweet. Cool. Sweet. We're good.
Just a lag.
Do you hear the air conditioner? It is echoing because I'm being loud and your mic is picking me up. That's what's happening. Okay. No AC. All right. Perfect. Full cool. Well, there might not be any way around that, but that's okay. Extend your mic a little bit and turn it towards your face, not in it. Jesus.
There's better.
No, like bring it out and like angle it so it's pointing towards you, not towards me. Jesus, rookie.
Happens.
Whatever. It's okay. It's gonna be great. Everything's working. Everything's fine. Everything's fantastic. What's up, dude?
Oh, not much. Just, chilling, hanging out, driving across country for a fucking tour.
So, is this man in your house? Yes, he is, Dark. Yes, he is. I put him in the lightsaber seat. That's new. We haven't done it before, but yeah. No. So, Charlie, tell us where you woke up a couple days ago and where you are now, meaning like where you drove from to come out here just for reasons.
Yeah. So I said it was hot. I woke up and said, "Fuck it, let's go." And I left Arkansas, middle of nowhere, Arkansas, 30 acres, and drove to Phoenix in one day. Hung out there for a day or so, and then shot up to Vegas, San Diego, and LA here.
I like how one side of the room is all decked out and the other side is blank AF. Dark. This is I don't know what you want. It's a blank wall over there aside from some lightsabers.
Take the top off?
And a picture. I mean, yeah. Like I use that wall is blank for a reason. You can't see it from where you are, but there's hooks up in the ceiling that I hang a black drop for when I have to self-tape. So this used to be just a game room. So that's how it is.
That's the guest room.
Yeah, now it's the guest room. Charlie, when did we meet?
Ooh, roughly, I think August of 2008. Right after Public Enemy.
Was it after Public Enemy?
It was right after Public Enemy.
So if y'all saw the movie Public Enemy, the Michael Mann movie with Johnny Depp playing
I touched everything in it.
The hell is his name? John Derringer.
John Dillinger.
Derringer. It's a gun. Yeah, John Dillinger. Charlie touched almost everything in that fucking movie.
Oh yeah,
including
all
the old cars.
Restored all the old cars. Built the bike for Johnny Depp. We did a ride together with my old Honda, his 30 Harley we were riding. So we did like 300 miles. Yeah,
that's cool. Where'd you guys go?
Up to Wisconsin.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, we just rode around and we chat stories, and he was telling me how he got his first 30 Harley and the VL model, and came from Seattle to LA, but by the time he made it to Northern California, he was pissing blood.
What?
Yeah, because they didn't have shocks in the bikes back then. So just making your kidneys loose out of the back.
Oh, God.
But it was fun. Cruised around with the Witch's Gulch and showed him some stuff up there in Wisconsin.
Nice.
We came back and partied at the hotel.
Gulch? Where's that? Is that?
It's in the Wisconsin Dells.
Oh, okay.
It's up there. So I did that and just welded and made things, and I took a 2000. Remade things. The guy who played Babyface broke almost every rear end in my Model A's, so I had to scour the country for those. But yeah.
So Charlie and I did stunts together at Asylum in Chicago. We did stunts. He actually got to perform in movies, and I didn't, because I was always off doing something else instead of what I should have been doing, which was dumb. I was just telling the story. Who was it? And that obviously can actually hear each other. Which one of us one of our people, it wasn't Kate, it wasn't Stephanie. Like she made it onto Public Enemy and then she didn't work all day. Like she was called in, I think, to double somebody.
I think it was maybe Stephanie.
No, it wasn't Stephanie. It was
Mac.
It was Mac. That's right.
Yeah.
So here's one of the neat things about being SAG. So you know, we talked about normally it's normal like day rate is for 8 hours, right? And that is around $1,000 now. Anything past 8 to 12 does SAG go into golden? SAG goes into golden time after 16, right?
After 16 goes in the golden time.
What's 12 to 16? Is it still just double time?
Money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, because 12 to 16, so normally 0 to 8 is normal time, 8 to 12 is time and a half, and then anything after 12 is double time.
Yeah.
That must be what it still is. So,
if you miss a lunch time, every 15 minutes on that. So
it's every half an hour. Meal penalties, at least
it's 15 minutes.
Might have changed to it.
Probably changed the half hour.
It's first one is 25, then it's 35, and it's $50 after that until it stops. Well, it's for the day. But once you hit 16 hours, every hour past 16 is your day rate again. I want to say Mac walked with like $7,000 for that day. She got called. She had a pre-call to get ready, and then they never used her.
Yep.
So she made like $7,000 that day.
Just hanging out.
Yeah, just hanging out. And since they didn't use her, they had to call her back again for the next day.
I made $9,000 just on the airplane scene, where he comes out of the airplane and they escort him to the cars. We did that scene all day.
Did you really? Michael Mann is notorious for not giving a fuck about the money that is spent on his show.
We tore down a $70,000 set. He walked in and said, "No, we'll just go to the real town." Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Like I would love to do that now. Oh, the wood shortage. Whatever. Yeah, $70,000 set.
I remember Stratton was working on that, doing effects, and he was helping his buddy do snow. They had to cover one of the graded bridges in Chicago.
We had to cover the graded bridges in Chicago. We had to do the dress snow scene at the Statesville prison. Had to do all that. I don't want to go into detail on the rest of that one.
I just remember he was like, "This is fucking stupid," because they went through an entire semi-truck full of ice to make that snow, and it never got used because they never got to the scene. This business is so fucking crazy sometimes.
It was fun.
It was fun. And then, what's some of the other stuff you've done? I know that you've been out here off and on, like taking classes and stuff, like driving.
Yeah, I did a bunch of stuff with Bobby Orr, stunt driving. Did his classes, and then I went to a couple little schools in New York, Brooklyn Stunt School. Did that for a little while, and then got into some car commercials with Dodge and Chevy. Did a Walgreens commercial.
Oh, nice.
And then a bunch of college stuff in Chicago when I go up there and visit. So
what is the like for the, because you did Bobby Orr out here. So what does that class entail? What's is it like a 3 day or is it 4 day?
It's a weekend gig, so
long weekend or just Saturday, Sunday?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
So you do that roughly $4,000 for the weekend.
It's not bad.
He would like you to take it 3 times, but it's like 2 times here in LA area and then Sebring, Florida. We like to go down there because you get more leadway, you get more fun times down there. Down there at Sebring is a bunch of mock camera equipment and people and stuff like that to really put you into your test. So,
nice. Like he sets it up like
it was set up just like a set. You come in, you hit your mark, come in and just.
So like,
What's up?
what kind of like can you go in with zero training?
Yeah, you can go in with zero training. You can buy them whatever you need.
Okay.
You just go in zero training. They'll teach you some slalom stuff and some box 90s and forward and reverse. And then on a
how long do you spend on that stuff? Like I should say, how long is like what's a typical day look like in that?
typical day is basically 7 to 5.
Okay. And then you just like
break for lunch.
Do you cover the basics first, or is it just like
all the basics?
Okay.
And then depending on how many trainers are, it depends if you have to get swap trainers out in your car or not.
Where do you do that out here? Is it up at a track, or is it?
It's at an airport, and if you go past the red line, you don't come back. Feds don't like that one.
Oh, okay. Which airport? Is it up in Lancaster?
I can't remember. It's been 7 to 10 years since I've been out there.
So it's at an airport track. I remember I was working production for one of the guys for Evolution, and we were at a racetrack. I want to say it was up near Palmdale, but then over like 2 tracks over, they were doing like a stunt school, and I wasn't sure who it was, but they were doing spins and stuff like that. All the precision, like the box formation stuff, like that I can do, but I'm not proficient with like slides and skids and all that.
No, so like, and that's the thing. I wish, because me and my brother, we're not twins, but we're pretty much twins. And you put us together on motorcycles and everything. It's like we're just cool as fish. We just move and sync. It's great, but finding those people are hard because stunt guys who are in the industry a long time, they want to be cocky and like mess with you, which is not cool.
Yeah.
So there's a couple people I could have apprenticed with, but I'm like, I'm not doing a backflip on gravel. You're not paying me. Well, you'll never make it in this industry. I've made it far enough.
Yeah. That's kind of the thing. I'm working on a few. Hey, Katie.
What's up?
How are you? This is my buddy Charlie. Say hi.
Hi, Charlie. Oh, it's me.
Oh, it's you. You're working today, serving hands? Also, slight audio reverb going on. I know it's because he's sitting right there, and I'm picking up on his mic. Hi, Charlie. Hi, buddy Charlie.
There's no candy on this mountain.
There's no candy on this mountain. I mean, well, not yet. Hi, Dark. So then what else? What else have you been doing? I know you did doing a lot of rigging. You've been working on.
I did a lot of rigging. Well, that was my side gig. I did side hustle with cell phone towers, flying 40 feet long, 1 inch thick, just 9 inch wide pieces of steel up a tower. Oh yeah, that was a fun one. And doing antenna changes and stuff like that. And bosses are like, "How'd you get that up there?" I send you the no bases, and you don't need to know. Fuck you, pay me. And then I just my newest gig I just did was the WWE. I did the SmackDown. I set all that up down there in Tampa, Florida.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was that?
That was. It's like NASCAR for wrestling.
Yeah.
And it was everywhere, but the Tropicana arena is just a giant dome arena with no points to hang, nothing. So we've had like 140 feet to one side to 30 feet to another, and bridging the gaps was ridiculous.
So just spanning with cable?
Super span, cable, flying, rigging. Oh, you're off by 9 inches. Well, I wonder why.
Dude, I can't. The last time I did, well, not the last time. Well, the last time I did a big show was in Chicago, and it was fucking Oprah's final show. We had. They flew in 2 sound systems. They borrowed Zach Brown Band's audio system because it was one of 2. That instead of widening sound, it focused it. There were like 2 systems like it at the time, so they got both of them for this gig. They overhung the roof of the United Center by 70,000 pounds. They were like, they brought in a structural architect. He's like, oh no, it's fine. I'm like, fuck you mean it's fine? We're 70K over. Like, yeah, no, it can take more.
So you put your limits on it.
Yeah. That was like, because we hung all our shit plus like all the basketball stuff was still in the air. They just picked it up. They were just piling like weight. It blew my mind. It scared me a little bit too. Yeah, I haven't done a whole lot of rigging since Chicago. Miss it.
I do it all the time at the house on my farm. I cut down trees and bring them up a hill. Easy peasy.
Hey, what's up, Brendan? Follow it. 7 months, 7 days, and 20 hours. Jesus. I've been doing this a while now. Gang, my Twitch anniversary is next Friday, the 13th. I'm going to be streaming kind of all day, but it's going to start around noon because I have a wedding to witness at like 10 a.m. And then I'm going to stream, and then over on Norse Foundry, we're doing one of the GM auditions, so to speak. It's going to be the cast of Fenrir being run by a guest GM to see who can nab that new Norse Foundry spot. So that's going to be part of it, and then I'm going to come back and keep streaming over here. Sounds fun. I'm going to Palm Springs next Friday. Nice. What are you doing that for? Seeing friends? Work? What's going on? You tour a lot with shows too. I remember you were.
Yeah, I'm actively on tour with a lot of people. I did. Before COVID hit, I was supposed to be on tour with Justin Bieber and Harry Styles, but now Harry Styles is possible again. September. I'm fairly confident I'll be back on that.
Nice. I remember you were on Nicki Minaj for a while too.
A little bit. I just set up a little small venue for her.
Okay.
And then I was on tour with Chainsmokers. I can name drop all day. It's ridiculous.
While he was in Vegas, he went to a Chainsmokers party. Because they were like, "Hey,
yeah, the pool party.
You want tickets?" He was like,
"Yeah, I'll take some."
Man's ridiculous. Gross, Justin Bieber. Hey, pays the bills.
It doesn't matter. I'm not stereotypical or nothing.
He just puts the stage together and hangs all the points, and then puts a hammock under the stage and goes to sleep while they're performing.
That's right.
What does a typical tour look like time-wise for that? Like,
depends on your role. So, haters out there. R. Kelly was a crazy wild tour, but my day on that started at 6 a.m. Tried to squeeze in a couple power naps here and there, and I didn't get out of there till 3 a.m.
And that's like per venue?
Per venue, yeah.
And then what's like travel time like?
Depends on your cities, how far away they are. Then you have like rest day, or you get in early and knock it out again. So Chainsmokers we call it the back-to-back tour because it was 3 days back-to-back-to-back, and then 2 days off, and then 3 days back-to-back-to-back.
What's the typical like time commitment for one of those tours? Is like a month, 2 months?
My average tour that I go out is 3.5 to 6 months, and everybody gives me shit because I just bring a backpack. And they're all rolling in on like roller suitcases, duffel bags with a backpack and a shave bag, and I just have a backpack.
What's the pre-production like for that? Like, do you have?
So that depends again on like if I'm on the lighting side, then we have rehearsal and all that other jazz. So then we build the whole set, looms, wire everything together, put all the E-tape all over the place, and then you make your snakes, then lay those out. And then it's great when you're on like a national tour, when you're playing arenas or outdoor staging, mobile stages. But if you're doing like a TI club tour, you're told the set is 20 by 14, but sometimes the set is 8 foot by 6 foot, and you have to fit 12 people on it. So you push all the subs together that they have and make things happen. So
how much of that work do you hire, like over for labor and stuff? Is that every town, or do you?
yeah, every town. So on the big tours, so it's like Chainsmokers was the most recent. We had 107 people on that tour, and then when we get to a new city, we hire an outsourced company with Rhino or Backstage or there's another one out there, but they'll give us another 140 people plus.
Okay.
So then I'll be in charge of like 9, and then the other guy will be in charge of like the stage left. I'll be there to stage right, set everything up, run everything, put the loops in, dress it, then move on to the next.
So when I was talking about all the gigs that just kind of evaporated when COVID happened, a lot of that was the overhire that he's talking about now. Because I worked with a company called VCI here in town, and we do everything from the shows he's talking about to like helping set up Anime Expo to doing corporate gigs in hotels. It's like that's what that type of service offers. So it's just kind of a hodgepodge of whoever needs the help. And a lot of times it's just shows that are coming in to work. Do they normally hire like union people, or is it just based on the company, or is it?
It depends on the state.
Okay.
So like New York, you have to union.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna play Madison Square Garden, it's union.
Yeah.
You know, festivals in Chicago, like Riot Fest, they want to hire in the union, but why? it's ridiculous. I mean, unions are great for what they were originally intended for, but you know, to get your hand slapped on Navy Pier for plugging in your radio, you can stuck one.
Chicago is a huge union city, and it's. I remember when I was working with Northwest. We redraped the inside of the Chicago theater, and it was me and 2 stagehands. The Dill, like we had for our labor, we had to hire them. Like we got the gig, we're not a union house, but we had to hire union labor for it.
Yeah,
and like
I've done it a couple times with Matt.
Yeah. But the it was mainly just them. Like coming to me, like, what do we do? Like overhanging curtains.
Overhanging curtains. Break this down. Do this over there. You have to baby step every step of the way.
So we just take these off and put these on. Yeah, we're swapping it out. Okay. Well, how long is it gonna take? I gotta call my guy. Well, I mean, this place is fucking huge, so it's probably gonna take a couple of days. There's ways. I had to redo the 2 like faux boxes that are on the other side of the stage. I had to go up on an extension ladder that was just leaning on plaster and redo those festoons, like restaple them in. I shit my pants at least twice on that job. It was bad.
I love it.
Yeah, I miss rigging. I miss doing it sometimes. Like
I'm getting ready to do a lot of it next year. Just come to my house. I'm building a 1870s style crib barn.
What?
Timber frame, yeah.
Doing, like,
it takes a village. Like it takes like 45 to 70 people to build these things, and it's going to be me and a tractor. So.
That's why we're friends. Are you trying to do like all like wooden peg shit, or are you?
Yep. So I'll be wooden peg.
No metal fasteners.
Dovetails, no metal fasteners. They've lived for 150 years plus, and they're still all over the place. So I'm gonna put all my studio in there. So my stained glass, my leather working, my sewing, my wood shop.
So if you go to his Instagram, you'll be able to see a lot of the shit that he does. But like, I walked in and hey, Crimson, what's going on, dude? How you doing? Welcome to the show. He walked in with
blue suede.
like blue suede shoes. I was like, where the hell did you get those? He's like, I made them. What? Like, well, I mean, I dyed them. And then these ones I dyed. Oh, I got to show you this. And then he pulls out. He just got a fucking cobbler's sewing machine, so you can make shoes now.
I can make shoes. I can make armor. I can make anything with that thing.
It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Hang on. I don't think you all understand what I say that he can make almost anything. It's because he literally has the tools. We were actually just having a conversation. Charlie, how many angle grinders do you own?
I have 9.
You have 9?
It's easier to
9 angle grinders.
keep all your disc on
separate ones.
On separate ones.
Instead of changing around the whole time, you just swap them out.
Yeah.
And I mean, when you actually have a good workshop, you can do that. My ass has a angle grinder because I don't use it all the time. I miss having a shop.
Oh yeah, it's like my garage. I have 2 of them, and one of them's just full of motorcycles, but one's free. It's the one I can pull out and ride around. The other 3 I leave out in the front yard, but everything else is like stone machines and
do you have
more.
a
I do.
Is it coke or is it gas?
It's gas. I have a coal one I also use.
I miss hitting steel. Gotta jump. I'll be back later. How are you? I'm good, Crimson. I'm good. I had a voiceover session yesterday, and I went to dojo yesterday. My body is sore, but I am happy. I know a few people like that. It's gotta run. Crazy kids later. Bye, serving hands. Thanks for stopping by. I miss your face. We have to hang out soon. So I get a barn next year.
I'm gonna try. Do a pretty good job at it though. That's my thing. I just been like COVID hit, so I just started carving and building and doing stuff, like learning body tools, and I carve wood now and just make anything I want. And it's awesome to be so self-sufficient.
Yeah. Well, that's like we were talking about this earlier too. Like, so COVID hit, but you live miles from anybody else.
Oh yeah. And just for me to go to the grocery store and back, it's a 2-hour adventure. So that's if you want the nearest Walmart.
It's Arkansas.
It's a gravel road for 12 miles, so 24 total. They gotta go out, gotta come in.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I got 30 acres and was living in Chicago, paying $3,000 a month and $60,000 for a parking spot.
Yeah.
I was like, $40,000 with a house? I'll take it. What's property tax? $300? I'll take it. What's your tags? $20. Motorcycle tags? $5. Yeah, I'm told. So
yeah. Tony and I have been talking about the housing market out here, and it's just absolutely ridiculous. It's like, it's you can't find a 3-bed, 3-bath for less than $600,000 anywhere in the city of LA. It's
no.
nuts.
A girlfriend of mine in Boise, she bought her house for $148,000 3 years ago. Her house now is $412,000.
Mm-hmm.
Is what she got offered for it.
I believe it. I remember when my buddy Kale moved to Atlanta. Like housing was absolutely ridiculous, and that was when they started doing the movie industry there. Is like when Marvel first started, like they were pretty much going to film everything in Michigan, and then Michigan was like, we don't want to give a tax incentive anymore. It's like,
yeah,
you're dumb. So then everything went to Atlanta, and everything started booming in Atlanta. Like, I remember they were telling stories about, like, people were going into Applebee's to, like, recruit the wait staff. Like, hey, you look handy. Can you swing a hammer? Cool. You want to be a grip? We need people.
Yeah.
Like, it was nuts. And now it's booming.
Saturated.
Everything is getting expensive out there again. It's like Tony and I have been talking about moving just because we want to buy a house, we want to start a family soon, and the only real option that we have right now is to probably move out of state, find a place, and it's
I mean, I lived up in Ferndale, California for a little while, and I had a hot rod just hanging out on my driveway. And the guy comes like, "Hey, you gotta have tags and insurance on that." I said, "You have a motor." He's like, "Welcome to California." I said, "No." I moved back to Chicago.
In Chicago, even.
Oh, it was worse.
Like, yeah, it's.
I bought a car for $65, and it ended up costing me $700 plus just to get a tag, city sticker, village sticker.
City sticker. Like, there is absolutely no reason for it. When I was there, the lead guy at Northwest for a while, Jim, he hadn't changed his plates yet. He's like, yeah, each time I get pulled over, I'm just like, no, I'm here for school because I'm taking acting classes at Second City. So this is actually not a state vehicle, but I'm here, so it's not a permanent address.
Oh yeah.
So that's how we got it. I was like, it's fucking smart. It's like the city sticker is like another $150 a year for no fucking reason.
Just a sticker.
It's just a sticker saying that you live in the city. It's dumb. Jack College Trades, talking to your mic, Drew. I am. Can you not hear me?
Picking up on your echo.
How about this?
Yeah, that's it. Put this in the middle of the room.
Better. How about this? I'll do this. This is better. Maybe. Better. Okay. Better. Okay, good.
Wow. But that's, making stuff's what I like to do.
Yeah, I get that. Buddy of mine just bought a house here, and he's been in the I'm trying to. Sorry, I'm listening to the echo now, and it is bad. No, it's not you. It's me. Too loud.
Oh, but it does echo when I talk?
No, it doesn't echo when you talk because this has noise cancellation on it, so it's just picking up me. But that mic is picking up me because I'm loud. What if I just aim this way? If I just talk this way? But that sucks because I can't look at him. It's my first time I've had an in-room guest, so this is stuff we're.
It's a learning experience.
Yeah, learning experience. Yeah, make it so. Yeah, a buddy of mine. He and his wife just got married and they just had a kid, but they've been working in. She's a set dresser and he is an AD. So they just bought a house because they can afford it, and his whole garage just turned into a workshop. He's like, dude, let's make stuff. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm totally down. Trial and error. You'll figure it out. Thanks, Dark. So, if anybody has any random questions, throw them in, because I don't know who else here, but this was kind of an impromptu thing. So I don't really have much planned out.
Nope, I just randomly showed up.
Like, hey, I'm in Vegas. Andrea, you told me you were coming. I was like, oh, you're gonna be here for. He'll be here in a few days. Like, no, I'll be here tomorrow. Because he's a madman and drove from Arkansas to Vegas in one day. Didn't you? Did you go straight to Vegas?
I went straight to Phoenix and then
Vegas. That's right. Yeah. Man. Is there any filming going on in Arkansas right now? Or anything close?
No, there was a couple. There was a couple of them. That was a few years ago, but nothing popular.
Do you have any connections out there for that? Like, are you with an agency in Arkansas? Do they even have one?
I'm with nobody.
Okay.
I should have been, but I've always been with nobody. Even for the concerts and all that other stuff, I'm with nobody. I just have a good name, I guess.
Oh, connections are. It's like everything else. Like people work with who they like.
Yeah.
I mean, to be
And
fair, I do
so-
the same thing.
Yeah, it's like when I was on tour with a lot of the R&B artists, and like my race would come into play.
Mm.
Well, how'd you get this gig? Well, I'm just good at what I do, so let me do my job.
Mm-hmm.
And halfway through the tour, the artist would recognize me and be like, "Hey, Charlie, you're doing a banging job, dude. Appreciate you."
Nice.
So that's always great. But Alicia Keys made me a birthday cake.
What?
Yeah,
Like from scratch by hand?